Sean wants me to stop now. I'll stop. Where's Persephone? Say boo. He needs help. It's that time again.
Morning!
And it's that place again.
The Kyle family vlog!
Hello, hello. So, we got home from church and Tibbs was asleep in he fell asleep in his car seat, right? So we just kind of let him snooze for a while. He woke up and he wanted to eat, right? So we're trying to give him Cheerios. I'm trying to give him a little bit of peanut butter on a tortilla. And he's like having some, but he's just like not feeling it. And then he crawls up to me, grabs my chest, goes, nah, and looks at me and starts licking his lips. So I'm nursing him now.
He's been a lot of fun to play with this morning. He's been getting a lot better during church the past couple weeks. Like, he still doesn't make it through all of the meetings, but it used to be like once he was done, he was done. Now it's like we go out into the hall for a while, we walk around, he sees some other kids, maybe he gets down and walks or whatever for a few minutes, and then we go back in and he's fine for a while. And so that's been really good. But since we've gotten home, he has been just a hoot. We keep playing with him, feeding him, whatever, and he's just been like cracking us up again and again and again.
He does this thing now where he talks to us, he goes, and we're not sure. I think it means several different things depending on what he wants it to mean.
Yeah. Or I think that he's trying to do the and and so, but it kind of is still just one noise, because sometimes it definitely means a negative. Like, we'll ask him a question and he'll make a face like this and go, and sometimes I think it means a positive, because we'll ask him and be like, you know. Today, what is it that he said? There was a word that I was really surprised he got out. It was like a 3 or 4 syllable word that Natalie was saying, and he repeated it and got all the syllables out, and I was like, whoa!
So we're still eating through the turkey and veggies that I made last Sunday, and since it's been a week, and this is not going to keep too much longer very well, I reboiled the meat, and I took it, and I thought, maybe I'll try changing the texture some. I wonder if Tibbs will take it a little easier, because sometimes I feel like it's hard to get him to eat a mix of foods now. He's getting a little more picky, and you have to eat your veggies. Not just potatoes. Veggies. Not just potatoes. Baby ho. Yeah, you drink your juice. So I boiled the meat and I then combined it with the strained veggies. Added a little bit of re-seasoned broth in there, and I actually put it in the blender for a minute, and it looks disgusting. It looks like... my first word that came to my mind was chum, you know, fish food. It looks really gross. And so I tasted it, but it's delicious. So I'm going to try giving it to Tibbs and see how it goes. So because it's nice and sunny today, we're going up to the track, taking a walk. Before the sun leaves us, Tibbs. So I ran out of lemon pepper yesterday, day before yesterday, and he was watching me in the kitchen as I was using it and as I ran out of lemon pepper, and we kind of looked at each other and had eye contact, had that moment of, you want this, don't you? And he was like, eh? So I ended up washing it with hot water and soap. So I knew he would like it because it has a twist cap and it's a small container that he can put stuff in. So he's been messing with the lemon pepper seasoning for a while now. Sean and I were just... Okay, you know that song by The Killers? Are we human or are we dancing, right? Or are we dancers?
Dancers.
We've been laughing, trying to figure out the lyrics.
Well, we know the actual lyrics.
Because at the part where it goes, let me know, is your heart still beating? And then Sean goes, no, bleeding. I said, no, not bleeding, like beating, like a heart. And
not bleeding. I never said bleeding. I said bleating.
See? But
like a goat. Let me know, is your heart still bleating?
After the whole bleeding thing, then...
right behind you, not
Sorry. So after the whole bleeding thing, then he puts on his sweater and he comes up to me and he shows me his pooch, right? And he says, Dad bod. And he looks at me like that. And I said, yeah, we're both getting fat. And he says, yeah, it's time to whip ourselves into ship. And I said, into ship?
Into ship, mate.
I said, avast, you scallywag.
It's time to whip ourselves into ship, mate.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
You guys, I was so indecisive coming on this walk. We were like getting ready to go out the door and I kept having the thought and I didn't want to say anything and because we were about to go out the door and I was like, wait, I think I need to go to the bathroom. I'm not sure, but I think I need to go to the bathroom. I don't know. And so I went to the bathroom. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I went because I went.
I'm so glad she told you all that.
Hey, so
I guess we're getting a little closer now, y'all.
No, but this one time, yesterday, okay, Sean really likes to watch vlogs, right? He watches vloggers a heck of a lot more than I do, usually. By the way, I'm holding the camera like an idiot right now. Hold on. Wow, okay. And so I've noticed that sometimes they say like weird, kind of funny, kind of weird things, and so I'm just testing the waters, okay? I just want to say something kind of funny and kind of weird. Comment down below, how did it go? Are we good vloggers? Sean wants me to stop now, I'll stop. So this time, Sean is carrying Tibbs in the carrier. And I am enjoying this walk so much more than usual. And he is not enjoying this walk so much more.
When was the last time I didn't complain about these stairs? I complain about these stairs every stinking time we go up them.
They are awful. And I almost tripped 3 times.
They're like 1.5 inches too tall. So it's just that inch where that like point where you clip your foot every time going up. And they're just like a foot too long. So you can't take a full step. You have to take like a little awkward mini step and then step up higher. It is easier to walk up these than to use the stairs. I hate these stairs.
And if you don't switch your feet, like do a little triple step occasionally, you walk up the stairs with one calf becoming a lot more sore than the other.
Sure.
Because of how they're spaced. These stairs are awful.
That was a rather passionate explanation of the stairs over there.
Hello and welcome to comical demonstrations of how teenagers drive, brought to you by Zeus. This caution cone will represent a danger area that is to be avoided. Or, are you still going?
Yep.
Or,
I'm waiting for you to do the comical part.
you're rude. I am hilarious, okay?
Yeah.
Put it in gear. Going. Okay, I'm done. That's all I got. Well, we forgot to put socks on Tibbs' feet. But wait, Sean has an inside pocket. So these are going to be his little baby stirrups. Kick your feet, Tibbs. He's got like little wings sticking out now.
Yeah.
Very cute. Hello, hello, hello.
The Tiber sleepeth.
The Tibbs doth sleep, and we are here chillin'. We are. Playing Halo. Playing Halo. Halo. Yo, Halo. Halo. Play your Halo. Halo.
But it's been a good day, so chilling. He did not take great naps today, though he was in a really good mood, so that was fine. So he went to bed early. It's only 7, and he's usually in bed at like 7:30 or 8, so it's not bad.
I stuffed him full of some more turkey soup. I think that helped. It was a conspiracy, yes, absolutely. Ooh, do I have any grenades left?
Wow, you ran way up there.
Just want to kill some aliens, yo. Whoa. Grenade. Yay, I got somebody.
Good job.
Yeah, it actually worked.
It's that time again.
Morning.
And it's that place again.
The Kyle family vlog.
And we are here. We've been going since about 6 this morning when he woke up. And was like, nobody can sleep until I've eaten and played with all my toys.
And then I'll sleep and you guys won't. Haha.
Yeah. And so since then we basically just we have gotten our butts into gear today. Like we've already had a pretty dang packed day. It's only 11:30. We're now going to a meeting with an investor for real estate stuff. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff. Then we still have to get down to that property down in Pueblo West to get that yard worked on today. So all in all, good things. Like we're happy today and it's been good, but very hectic today.
I already spent almost 2 hours on a computer today editing a packet that needed some serious help and formatting, and I had to come up with several paragraphs of personal information to stick in there, and I was like, whoa, this is a lot more than I thought it was. So
she got it done, transferred it to the other computer to print, and the other computer lost all the formatting, so it's been a fun adventure. I feel like meetings are basically a can of soda. The longer they are, the flatter your brain gets.
I agree.
No, that was really good. That meeting didn't go any way at all what we were expecting or prepared for, but it was still a very good meeting, and has opened up a couple of new options for us that we're excited about. And this boy got to play with. We were meeting with some people we know who have kids, and so we met with a husband and wife, and it was good. We're going to be doing some business stuff with them. You might see them eventually. And this little boy was able to play with their boys. It was fun. He always sees little kids and like wants to play with them, but he doesn't know how, and he's just starting to figure out how to interact, and it's really cool to watch. Yeah. All right, y'all. So the place we normally go to dump at is closed today because they had a bit of a fire in one of their mulch piles, so they're supposed to be closed till tomorrow, I think it is, which sucks. But luckily, like, it was just some mulch and they contained it to a smaller area. The rest of the thing is fine. Unluckily, we just went to the next place to dump. What would normally cost us on average $5 to dump with our contractor pricing and everything, where we normally go. Do you wanna guess down below before I say it? Guess how much it was gonna cost if we actually just went to the transfer station. Done guessing? Okay. Nat, the grand total?
$57.
Before tax. That's what he said. $57 before tax.
We laughed and said no thanks.
He was like, honestly, dude, because he asked, did you go to Rocky Top? We're like, yeah, and he was like, yeah, we're getting a bunch of people here. Honestly, it's probably cheaper to take the rest of the day off and wait and go to them tomorrow. I was like, yep, $57. That's like a day's worth of work. Well, not a day's worth of work, but it's a good chunk of a day's worth of work.
Up! Is that funny? Up! Up! Down! Down! Up! It's just so funny. So we go, and it's sandwiches. Obviously, Sean cannot eat sandwiches. So what I do is I grab, they're small, right? I grab one of the sandwiches and I take off the bread and I just take the meat and the cheese on the inside and take off any, crumbs or whatever. I tried to as well as I could give it to Sean. Well, he is feeling very, very sick right now and is in a lot of head pain, which means, head pain specifically with him means that the meat most likely had MSG in it somehow, so that's awesome. That being said, we were going to spend the second half of our day working down in Pueblo for Sherry, and obviously that's not happening because Sean is hiding in a dark hole right now. You know, the gluten stuff with him, it makes him pretty sick, but he usually doesn't have to, like, it just doesn't seem like so life-threatening and severe, I would say. But every time he has MSG, it's like life immediately stops, because it's just like within 20 minutes, it's just like a huge amount of pain here in his head. And it's always very specific, so we know that it's MSG, you know, gluten's different symptoms. Anyway. That being said, I've just been hanging out with Tibbs, doing things like sorting laundry, and I should probably go get him because he's trying to play with the cat litter. Heaven help us. Okay, I've run interference. Hold on, I have to pause the music. It's so annoying that we can't have any music in the back. Personal rant. Tibbs. Where's Persephone? Where is she? Say, boo. Where'd she go? She was right there. Where's Persephone? Oh, there she is. Where's Persephone? Say boo. There she is. Where's Persephone? Boo. Where's Persephone? Boo. Oh, she's gone. She's like a magician. One of these times, the cat is not going to think it's so entertaining and she's just going to like jump on his head or something. Tibbs and I had dinner together by ourselves because Sean is really not doing well. He's kind of dead on the couch, and he's dead enough that I'm going to leave him alone and not even ask him to be on the camera or anything. But I'm running a bath for Tibbs. I don't know if you can hear the water, but I'm running a bath for him because he's dirty and he needs help. You know, I gotta say, I'm a little bummed that Sean is not with us, but one of the only upsides is that I get a lot of quality time with this little guy right here. This little guy. You! I'm not gonna open the closet for you. You don't need the closet open. I already got your pajamas, yo. He specifically asks for things now. He's trying to reach the little knob up there. But, we were eating dinner together, and part of dinner was corn and mashed potatoes. And he was like, why you do this? But he was specifically asking for certain kernels of corn. He would point to them, and he wanted that one. So I put that one on the fork, and then he would take it.
Thank you for joining us today. Come back tomorrow if you liked it. Okay, subscribe and share. Good night.
If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you liked it, comment.